Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Rise with Wealth Warriors. Once again, it is Thursday morning. Excited to have you all here. Thank you for showing up. Stick around, guys, because we're going to be dropping some golden nuggets once again as well. Give you guys a little bit of insight, right, and how to get your first 1,000 leads to make your first $1,000 online. We want to put as much money in your guys' pockets before the holidays, okay? So we're going to be giving away some golden nuggets in this training, so stick around.
All right, so today we're going to be talking about how to get your first 1,000 leads and also make your first $1,000 in 30 days as a beginner, okay? Regardless what you are selling right now, right? Everybody could be selling different offers. It doesn't matter, okay? And today, me and Nate want to show you basically 3 major pieces that you have to understand before you do this, okay? And for people who are already doing this, right? If you are still struggling, today is the time for you to reevaluate your business, okay? First, let's talk about finding the right product to promote, okay? There are so many products out there, right? You can go to private programs like ours. You can also go to ClickBank, JVZoo, Warrior Plus, right? So many products out there you guys can pick up and promote, okay? So let's talk about finding the right product to promote. First topic, okay? So Nate, for someone, right, like a complete beginner who is just starting out, how would you recommend finding a product that's beginner friendly and also in the meantime profitable? The reason why I asked this, because when I was a beginner, when I first started out, I chased product after product after product. In my first 7 months of time, I promoted over 111 products, but I couldn't make more than $1,000 per month. So I made all the beginner mistakes, right? But looking back, how would you advise complete beginner to find the right product, beginner friendly enough, but also profitable?
Yeah, man. Definitely starting with digital products is definitely what's rocketing the industry right now, right? We as digital marketers from experience, ones who have experience, me and Daniel, who've done 7 figures online, definitely, guys, you're going to want to find digital products that come with either 100% commission or with master resale rights or with a high percentage payout, right? So there's high ticket affiliate marketing products out there too that will pay you $1,000 a pop, right? $1,500 a pop. You just got to find the right products, right? But I always suggest high ticket products. Don't even bother with those low ticket ones. You're going to waste your time with the low ticket products because you're not going to be able to pay your bills. You're going to be doing the exact same effort promoting those low tickets as you would high ticket, right? So these products often come with marketing resources, making it easier for beginners to promote them without creating any content from scratch. Look for products that have testimonials and proven track record to ensure you're promoting something with value. Okay, guys? Analogy here, guys. So it's like choosing a franchise with all the branding and systems already in place. You don't have to start from scratch. You just plug in a proven process and focus on driving the customers, right? So you definitely want to stick with a high ticket product because you only need a few sales to pay the bills, right? It's a lot easier making just a few sales compared to making hundreds of sales. And I'll tell you that from 4 years of experience. Even me and Daniel as experienced marketers, we'll tell you right now, it's a heck of a lot harder trying to sell 100 products, right, than it is just selling 4 or 5.
I also want to piggyback on that. That's so true, man. I mean, let me ask you guys, okay? Let's say there are 2 products, okay? One product, right, is high ticket, $2,000 price tag, okay? Like a premium product. The other product that you can promote, let's say is $7, okay? And you sell it to 2 different people. Let me ask you this question, okay? When you sell that $7 product to that customer who just spent $7 on you, right? Do you think that person has less problem than the person who purchased $2,000 product? Based on my experience, Nathan's experience, 1,000 people we have coached, what we see in the industry, I can tell you the person who spent $7 will have the same amount of problems, if not more, than the person who invest $2,000 on high ticket program. Okay, so imagine when you want to hit your income goal, if you focus on selling low ticket, you got to sell thousands of copies per month in order to hit that 10K. But in the meantime, you're gonna be dealing with 1,000 people or hundreds of people, everybody thinking differently. Everybody has their own problem, right? You got to serve hundreds of people in order to hit your income goal. Comparing to selling high ticket, you only focusing on talking to 4 or 5 people to hit that income goal. Big difference. I hope that makes sense. So important.
So Daniel, what should beginners avoid when choosing their first product to promote?
Oh, that like I just mentioned, okay, you want to avoid at the beginning stage, you want to avoid like a low ticket product, okay, low ticket product. Like I say, if you only make $10 commission from every single sale, in order for you to make $1,000, you need to sell to 100 people, right? As a beginner, it's very hard for you to make 100 sales in 30 days, okay? So you want to start from high ticket while you learn how to build your audience. Okay, initially you don't have audience, so you want to focus on how can I talking to few people who have bigger problem that I can solve. Then you're gonna quickly hit your income goal while you build your audience. Once you have your system set up, you have your audience, you know how to do this, then feel free to sell anything you like at the back end. Okay, like me and Nate, we also have low ticket products inside our system. We just don't actively promote it, right? Nate, we have a couple programs, we don't even touch it, and commission just come, right? But if we focus on that, starting from scratch, we won't get the results we are having right now. I'm just telling you. Just like, let me think, huh? Let me think. Because, okay, here's another reason you have to consider. The premium high ticket offer usually give you more resources. And we have to understand this. People pay attention. That's why the success rate from high ticket programs is higher. Okay, generally speaking, in the industry is higher because members in those programs they invested larger amount of money, so they feel the pain if they don't do nothing, right? Comparing to people who just invested $7 into their business, they give up very quickly, okay, very easily. So who do you want to serve? What type of people you want to serve? Okay. And because of premium high ticket offer give you more resources, imagine like this. When you go out there to buy, it's like you are buying a used car. Okay. With a used car, when you buy a used car, yes, it's cheap, but there might be underlayer problems you don't know. Okay. So you probably gonna, if you invest in a low quality program, right? Maybe funnel the entire sales process is not properly designed. So after you join the program, there are a lot of moving parts, technical challenges, right? And you have to spend more time and money just to get those problems fixed before you can actually drive traffic and make money. So don't just go for cheap, low quality. You have to go for premium. Okay, go for premium. Serve people who have bigger problems. That's what I suggest. Does that make sense
Yep.
to you guys? All right. So that's topic number one. Okay, you got to find the right product to promote. If you are a beginner, right? Let's say you are making less than 5K per month consistently, right? Start from high ticket. Please do yourself a favor. Okay.
A lot of you guys have the mindset thinking, oh, it's $1,000 product. I can't sell $1,000 product. Trust me, it's a lot easier selling $1,000 product than it is selling a $7 product,
Yep.
right? First of all, those people who are buying those $7 products, most likely they don't have the right mindset to even put in the work, right? I've sold them. 90% of those people who pay for those $7 products don't even freaking use them. Don't even open them up, right? I'd rather work with somebody. I'd rather focus on a product that has value, that's actually going to serve my clients and help them with the transformation that they're looking for, rather than just sell a low ticket product that's just going to make them more confused.
Yeah.
To me,
Yeah.
guys, trust me, you guys, you just have to have that mindset shift from you guys can sell high ticket products. It's a lot easier, I find, selling a high ticket product than it is, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's topic number one, okay? Finding the right product. Now let's move into the part number two. Let's say you already pick a product you like, and make sure you pick a product that you believe in, okay? You believe in it because people can feel the conviction from how you talk to them, right? So if you have invested in whatever courses, As a beginner, that's the best way for you to get started because you are in it, you are using it, right? If you really use it, you're gonna know in and out of the product and people can feel your conviction. Okay, so definitely pick a product that you believe in. Now you have the product. Step number two is let's generate some traffic to your offer. Okay, so how do you generate traffic to your offer? Nate, what's the most beginner friendly way, okay, to start generating traffic that leads to sales, that leads to conversions? As a beginner, what's the easiest way? Like everybody can pick up and do. There are so many ways, right? What do you recommend?
Definitely for complete beginners, just get out there and start creating content, right? Content's king, and it's the only way people are going to see who you are, right? Or see your product, right? So get creating content, even if you're uncomfortable. The first 4 years of my first 4 months on TikTok, when I started, I had no teeth in my mouth, okay? Get uncomfortable. Because when you get uncomfortable, you actually are training yourself to get past those little struggles that you're having, right? When you're comfortable, that's when you should be worrying. Okay. So for beginners, I highly recommend leveraging like TikTok or Instagram Reels or Facebook Reels, right? Start creating engaging videos that highlight the key benefits of the product, right? These platforms have massive organic reach and don't require any upfront investment. Consistently posting value-driven content that points your link is the best way to start. So think of it as like a lemonade stand, guys, right? As a busy street corner, you don't need a fancy equipment or expensive marketing. You just need to catch the people's attention and give the reason for them to stop by, right? Or it's like a street vendor, right? You just have to have the right smelling burgers and sausages on that grill, right? And you'll attract the right audience. You don't need to do much marketing itself. If you're in the right location and you're surrounded by the right people, you'll become successful, right? So, guys, like right now, there's a big thing going on. I just heard it this morning, Daniel, actually, that Canada's thinking about shutting down TikTok now.
Really?
Yeah, I just heard it this morning. They just announced it. They're trying to ban TikTok right now in Canada now. So I don't think it's gonna happen. I think even the States, I don't think it's gonna happen. But just
Wow.
know that don't rely. I'm saying don't rely on a single app. Get yourselves out there. Be on multiple platforms, at least two, minimum of two, right? Because you always can lose one. You always want to have your audience on both platforms, right? We just taught our students that last night, how to get your audience from TikTok over onto Facebook, right? Because Facebook, you're more likely to keep that and keep that around. Even though I've lost an account for 15 years, right? But have multiple accounts, right? Be on multiple platforms, right? You can even, it takes literally 10 minutes to repurpose your content that you made on TikTok over onto Instagram. That's literally what we do. We literally, I make my videos on TikTok, download them from TikTok and upload them to Instagram, right?
Yep.
And it
Yep.
literally, and then Instagram automatically uploads it to my Facebook Reels automatically. So that there's 3 places that my content gets put in less than 10 minutes. Right?
What are those three?
The TikTok, Instagram, and then Facebook.
And you only do work once, then just publish
only one video, and it gets put on 3 platforms.
Powerful.
You want to be out there, especially as marketers. You want to get noticed. You want to get noticed. There's a lot of noise in the marketplace, right? You want to get noticed. You want to be loud and proud, but don't talk about the actual products, guys. Talk about the transformation, what the product can do for them, right? I see way too many marketers out there right now saying, "Oh, this product has 290 videos. It has 9 is done for you scripts. Has 1,000 videos. It has a bunch of this and a bunch of that." People don't give a crap. That sounds like work to them. Okay, you want to show them the transformation. Hey, if you learn these skills, you can use these skills to promote whatever you want to promote and start creating a life on your terms, not somebody else's. Right.
Right.
You don't want to talk about the actual product. You talk about the transformation of the product, right?
Yeah.
The problem the product solves.
Piggyback on what you say, right? I still remember that legendary marketer interview you did with Dave, right? Because you were talking about your story. You actually pull out your teeth, right? That was right after you did the surgery or something, right?
I didn't have any teeth on that show at all. I didn't even have dentures at that time.
Right. So that interview hooked me in. That's how we became partner, right? And because of that, we made multiple seven figures after that story.
Mhm.
But if we look back, if you didn't talk about your story, your struggles, right? If you just talk about product, why people should buy that product, you're gonna get completely different results.
It's definitely a story, right? I wish I still had a lot of that content from when I first started. Unfortunately, I lost that TikTok account and I lost all my starting content that I could show my audience, right? And show our clients. This is how I did it, man. I sucked, man. My first few months on TikTok and creating content, I sucked. I didn't have confidence. I had no teeth in my damn mouth, man. But I knew what these skills could do for me and my family. That's what pushed me and kept me going and kept me making more content, even with the people who are talking trash, right? And even the self-doubts that I had, right? It was my kids being wanting to be there more for my kids than more than I wanted to make excuses, right?
That's powerful. That's
Right?
powerful. Yep.
Because excuses aren't going to get you anywhere. Only actions are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You make
Absolutely.
excuses all day long, but it ain't going to make you any money.
That's right.
Danielle, how can beginners stay consistent with traffic generation when they have limited time? Which is a good one because
That's a good one.
I'll
Yeah.
piggyback off of this one after you're done.
Yeah, and let me just give you a hint. Nay is an expert in this. Okay, so right now I have two kids. Okay, Ace and Aiden. Right, Ned met them both when in Taiwan. I was worried because my kids are crazy. I was worried my kids bothered Nay and his wife saying too much when they were in
Oh
Taiwan.
no,
But my
not
kids
a,
are crazy. I'm telling you
they are
guys.
freaking crazy. They are crazy. I'm not gonna deny that. But my all kids are crazy, man. My kids are crazy too. If I would have brought them, man, I would have been. Oh yeah, it would have been a freaking gong show, man. That's why I love my kids at home. I was just like, me and my wife were gonna come, right? But it was an absolute blast, right? Like meeting your family. I basically watched your kids grow up over the last 3 years, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we're
yeah,
basically family as is,
yeah,
right? And
yeah, yeah.
kids
Okay,
can pull at times, man. It doesn't matter whose kids they are, man. They can be a freaking handful.
yeah. The reason why I brought my kids up, right? Because right now, besides me and Nick, I have our own coaching program. Quite busy. We have a couple hundred students right now in the program, right? So we are very busy with our business. We need to create content, everything else. But the first thing I need to do, right, when I wake up, I usually wake up at about 6 o'clock. Then I will start driving my big son, Ace, who is 9 years old right now, to his school. Both of them, they go to different schools, okay? So I have to drop my first kid to school, right, at 7:30, get there before 8, then come back. Then my wife will drop the second kid to kindergarten, right? Sometimes I would do that. And because in the morning, right, it's very busy, very chaotic, right? Handling family, responding to customers' question, talking to Nate, planning for the day. It's very hard to manage everything. So my wife will prepare the meal for kids the night before. Okay, like so that's that. Without doing that, my morning is gonna be messed up. Okay, I won't be able to get my kids to school in time and also handle my business that efficiently. Okay, so we need to prepare the meal the day before. Same thing apply to your content creation, especially if you are busy, right? If you already say, oh, I'm too busy, I cannot do this business, right? I cannot consistently publishing content. Prepare your meal in advance. Batch create. Okay, if you want to create content, when you have time, sit down, batch create your content for that week. Save them as draft. So next week, when you are on the go doing your thing outside, you can just click a button and publish content. Okay. So the trick is prepare your meal beforehand. Nate, piggyback on this.
Yeah, guys. So if you, for those of you who don't know my story, definitely, man, you don't need a lot of time to get started in this industry because, like me, I was an off-highway log truck driver. I was working 12 to 15-hour days, 7 days a week, right? I didn't get days off. I was an off-highway log truck driver, so I could actually work 7 days a week, 12 to 15 hours a day, right? I wasn't doing highway hauling, so I was exempt from having to take that day off of rest that most truckers have to take, right? So I didn't have an hour a day. I was lucky to get an hour a day in on my business, right? So what I was doing when I was started this, right? It was either I'd get up half an hour, 45 minutes earlier before I had to leave to create a little bit of content, or I'd create the content the night before. I'd stay up a little later and create some content so I could post it first thing in the morning, right? But also throughout the day, I'd be recording B-rolls of driving down the road with my truck, right? Or out throwing straps, right? Or just throwing chains on my truck, right? I record content while I was at work, right? Even it was just a quick 10-second video, right? And then I could use those videos and stuff for my content to create and edit later on that night, right? So it's you always have a little bit of time, especially if you have content that's batched already. Like me, I think it's 70 drafts sitting in my TikTok right now, right? 70 drafts. I can just go in, pick a video, edit it, and post it, right? That's the power of having a batch things, because some days you don't have time, right? So if you have these batch videos, batch created, right? The videos are created, are ready for you. It only takes you a matter of minutes to post it, right? So a lot of you saying, "Oh, I don't have time to do this." When you do have time, batch create. Sit there and create multiple videos, multiple TikToks, multiple reels, whatever it is, right? And make as many as you can. I always tell our clients, when you get in a really good mood, say you've had an awesome day, it's been an awesome day, it's been a really great day, I feel awesome, turn on that camera and start hitting record, because you want your audience to see the best version of you, right? You also want to show them your downs, right? You've had struggles, right? Hell, me and Daniel just lost our TikTok ad account. I'll even be vulnerable. We just had our TikTok ad account shut down yesterday for some weird reason, and now we have to recreate a new TikTok ad account, right? But that's part of ads. That's just the way the ad industry goes. People lose their ad accounts left, right, and center. But it's just a part of the struggle. Did that affect us? No, not really, because we just set up a new ads account and keep on going, right? We lost a little bit of data that we didn't want to lose, right? But we're not going to let that little rock in the road, that little pebble in the road, stop us from moving on our journey. Yeah, so you guys, you don't need a lot of time to get started in this industry, right? You just have to have the drive, the hunger, and be able to stay consistent at it, whether it's even just one video a day, right? I see lots of gurus saying, "Hey, post 3 to 5 videos a day." Yeah, nobody's got time for that shit. Not even time at home, and I don't even have time to post 5 videos a day, okay? I post one video, one TikTok a day, right? And that TikTok gets posted onto Instagram, and then that goes right to Facebook Reels, right? That's my content for the day. That's not my content, but that's my video for the day. Then I'll also make a Facebook post, whether it's a CTA post, a value-driven post, right? Or just a post talking about my journey, right? Or giving some inspiration, right? It's all, guys, this isn't hard. You just got to put the work in and learn the skills.
I have to say, okay, because I've seen you guys, right, all day long. I see different people doing different content every day on social media, whether that's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, right? I see you guys. And I have to say, the quantity of daily content, me and Nate, our volume is not that high, okay? We just maybe publish one content every day or every 1 or 2 days. I mean, video, we are pretty consistent. Short form video, at least one a day, okay? Like written post, maybe once every 2-3 days, maybe, okay? The quantity, we are not that high, but why we are making consistent money, okay? This lead to point number 3 we want to talk about today, okay? So point number 3 will be how to convert leads to sales. So point number 1, we already talked about how to find the right product. If you are a beginner, please pick a high ticket product. Do yourself and your family a favor, okay? Start from that. Once you know how to build your system, how to drive leads to that offer, then you can sell other supplemental offer on the side, okay? Then you can plug in more low ticket offers. That's your own business, okay? So that's point number 1. Point number 2, once you have an offer, now you need to bring it to your offer, right? Start from creating content, okay? Learn how to tell your stories. Then you can build that relationship. People buy from people. And how you can create that relationship between you and your ideal customer will be your content. So what you say, what you do, how you say it, right? When to say it in your content is very important. So now, Nate, let's talk about conversion, how to convert leads into sales. So once someone starts getting leads, right? They have been publishing content, they are receiving leads into their business. What's the key? Okay, everybody can drive traffic, get some leads going into their business. But a lot of people, they don't know how to convert leads into actual money, right? What's the key to turn those leads into actual sales? What's your take on that?
Definitely relationship building is not one of the biggest things. Your brand matters, right? So the key to nurturing your leads is definitely through follow-up messages and value-driven content. A lot of times me and Daniel use our content to pre-sell people. They're already pre-sold. They're already thinking, oh, okay, I need this. I want this, right? So that value-driven content actually help convert our audience before we even get them in the messenger, right? Or we're already talking to them in the messenger and we'll create content specifically for that person, basically, to have them thinking, but we'll post it publicly saying, hey, just give them a value driven thing, exactly what their doubts are, right? And we take that and just create content. So it's pre-sold, right? So share your success stories, your tips, your insights related to the product, and use call to action prompts that feel natural. Building trust is crucial, so you can focus on being helpful first, right? So you want to become the authority figure, right? Even if you guys are brand new, you still can classify yourself as an authority figure, right? Because you're just a few steps ahead of somebody who's behind you, right? So it's like tending to a garden, guys. You can't just plant the seeds and watch your plants start growing. No, you got to nurture your plants, right? You got to water them. You got to give them some sunlight. You got to give them some food, right? Until they're all ready to bloom, right? You got to put in that work, right? You got to nurture your audience. But the biggest thing is, guys, is that follow up. If you're not following up with your audience, even if somebody says no to you, I'm not interested, follow up with them in a week or a month later, right? Daniel, literally, he had somebody say no to him 3 times, and the 4th time, they're like, okay, I need this, right? So, like, it's, guys, you got to realize that if you're not doing follow up, it's costing you thousands of dollars. But you need to start doing your follow ups and talking to people, building that relationship. I have people who don't buy from me for 6 months, a year, right? But because I was consistently following up with them, they eventually bought, right? They eventually jumped in, and eventually I could help them learn these skills, right? So
Yep.
it's just a matter of being in front of your audience and keep being in front of your audience, right? You got to keep getting in front of them, nurture them, build that relationship, and just find out their pain points, right? Find out their pain points in the DMs, man, in the messenger. Why do you want to get started? Why do you want to make money online? Most times it's because I don't have much money. I need more money, right? Or I want to spend more time with my kids, or I'm just tired of my toxic boss, right? There's so many reasons why people want to, but once they realize their why, then it's a lot easier to show them the solution to their problem.
Powerful. Love it. You guys receive value. I mean, Donna said 4 years and now I'm here. Yeah, what a journey. Thank you, Donna. Let's go. Nate.
That's awesome. So, Daniel, what's one follow-up method that's simple for beginners to implement but effective for in closing sales?
Okay, so here's the key. Nate just told you follow up. Sometimes, okay, making a sale is as easy. I don't want to say easy, okay, as simple. Number one, you know what to say. Number two, if you show up at the right time, a lot of time, okay. Have you had the experience that you are talking to a prospect for a while? That prospect maybe has some interest in your offer, but he was not ready when you talk to him, right? Then you forgot to follow up. 30 days later, you found out that same guy bought another program. It happened to me, right? Quite often. Happened to Nate quite often when we were beginners. Okay. Then we realized the importance, actually, the money is in the follow up. Okay. A lot of time, just through follow up, right? Because if you aggressively following up, not aggressively try to sell, I'm talking about following up. Okay. Really care your prospect, see how they are doing this week, today. Is there any challenge that I can help you to solve, right? That's what I call follow up. By doing that, you increase the chances of you showing up at the right time. Okay. But if you don't do follow up, you have no chance. A lot of people buy from me and Nate just because we follow up. They realize we actually care, right? That's why they buy from us. Okay. So you want to, when you follow up, you want to use a personal, low pressure check in message. As a matter of fact, the training we gave out to 25 people for free, I actually show you how we use ChatGPT to come up with a very casual follow-up messages, right? We can boom, 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 send to different leads. That's how we brought in 3 high-ticket sales in less than 2 hours just by sending those messages. Okay. So you want to send low pressure check-in message. For example, you can send a message, say, "Hey Sandy, hope you had an amazing week so far. Okay. Happy Thursday and wish you have a nice weekend ahead. If you have any questions you need help with, let me know." Right? I'm gonna send follow up to Sandy if she is my prospect, right? So low pressure follow up. Just keep sending follow up message, checking with your prospects and see how they are doing. Okay? Imagine this. Let's say you invite your friend to an event which you really believe in. That event will help your friend. Your friend forgot about it, didn't respond to your invitation. Would you remind that friend again because you really have their best interest in you? You would, right? So when you follow up, you don't want to feel that you try to sell something. Okay. You want to feel that you are following up with your friends because you have something that really valuable can really help that person. Okay. So carry that energy with you when you follow up. You're going to find out your sales process becomes less pressure and potentially you're going to make more sales. Does that make sense to you guys? I mean, there are a lot of, concept, right? I hope you guys really take it in, okay?